How many of you, maybe you did your blood test and you were told that you have low vitamin D, you have high cholesterol, you have vitamin mineral deficiencies, and your only option was taking the supplements, more vitamin D, more vitamin B, more supplements, maybe medication, and we get into this never-ending supplement medication cycle. So the problem with it right now, then a lot of naturopathic doctors, I'm in school, and right now myself, blood work back, and that's what it says. Let me tell you all the lies or misconceptions we have right now about vitamin D. Of course, doctors, I go through the trainings, we just never been, we just been misled and misfed, right? So, so right now, naturopaths, a lot of the doctors, they shift into supplements. But the problem with this, instead of waking up our body, instead of making our body do the job the God, nature intended it to do, we're getting on these supplements like we used to do the medication. So now we expect to swallow the supplements, to swallow these vitamins, and we expect our bodies to function better. We get so concentrated on what we eat, or the right ratios, on going to paleo, vegan, this diet, that diet, don't eat this, and I'm totally going away with my clients from all of this nonsense, more supplements, more complicated diets. I'm a nutritionist, but I believe right now that you make your digestion strong, when you jumpstart your innate ability of your body to heal, you can digest iron. You can have a digestion of a child. You can have an energy of a child. It's all ours. We just have to take it. So all of my programs right now, everything that I create, one-on-one work, amazing work that I create right now, I'm shifting off of the complication, all of this nutrition, all of these complicated protocols. And I wake up your body like a sleeping beauty. I give you the digestion that works, give you the gut that can absorb what you eat. Then, if you feel like this, we women are messy, spontaneous, we like pleasure. When you feel like eating a muffin, you can eat a muffin, don't feel guilty. But the thing is, what is my goal right now for my clients is to see through all of these lies when we have more and more supplements, medication, stuff like this, and we still don't pay attention what's going on inside of the body. We're going away from that and we waking the sleeping beauty, right? That's what I want you to understand. When you have the energy like you had when you were 20 and 15, that's when your body is going to work. You have so much assault on your body, right? When you're 20 and you still have lots of energy, you still go, you can dance all night long and go and drink all night long and have a clear head in the morning and go do your business. You can eat a little bit, you can eat just chips all day and you still have energy. That's what your body needs. Your body needs the energy. Your body needs to get rid of the stuff that you accumulated through all these years, and it needs energy. So what about, tell me, anybody else, tell me, did you see that low blood test vitamin D or high cholesterol or like B vitamins deficiency and all of this stuff, and they just told you, hey, take more D, take more B, take more C, and all of this, right? This is wrong. So imagine this, when you have a fire and firemen come to the fire, did they cause the fire? Or they are there because the fire is there. When you see lots of flies on the garbage, did the flies create the garbage? Or the flies are there because of the garbage? The same with vitamin D. Your body doesn't have low vitamin D. First of all, let's start with they're like flies, right? Your body, your vitamin D, low vitamin D is there because of something's going on in your body. And we're going to go through this a little bit. And it's highly connected to your hormones, to your cells energy, to that energy when you're 20, and to a lot of things. So, okay, so how we've been misled. So the thing is, there is a difference of the vitamin D they measure in your body. They measure 25 hydroxy D. So this is storage of the vitamin D in your body. And what your body needs, it's active vitamin D, which 125 hydroxy vitamin B. So I don't want to overcomplicate it, but no, what they're measuring in your blood and their ranges are ridiculous. You don't need even that much of a vitamin D storage. What they're measuring in that test, it's not what your body actively using. It's not the same hormone, and vitamin D is actually a hormone, but it's not the same metabolite that your body uses when it's absorbed from the sun. And know that when your body makes the vitamin D from the sun, it's water soluble. When you take the supplements, it's fat soluble. So if you have complicated liver, if you don't have your bile flowing, you can take vitamin D supplement all day long and you're not going to see the results because you can't absorb it. That's a very important thing. Then according to Magnesium, I would say, article, inflammation, vitamin D, the infection connection. So anybody who wants the articles about what I'm talking here can go to my group, and you can go to my YouTube video. I'm gonna put the articles underneath this video. Where did I get the information, right? Marley Robbins, the guy who teaches us that actually anemia is not anemia, it's too much iron concentrated in your liver and your intestines. That's why we don't have it in the blood. And that's how they diagnose anemia. So this guy talks about vitamin D, right? You can Google Dr. Mercola and Marley Robbins and find they talk about vitamin D. So, but this is how I come up with the whole picture. They see the inflammation, almost everybody who has inflammation, bacteria, parasites, or anything like this, and we have a lot of them. If you think that you don't have bacterial parasites or liver flukes, and actually right now I'm telling you, years of doing the supplements didn't get rid of my liver flukes. Those are like, sometimes you can see in your bowels looking like tomato little skins. Those are liver flukes. Everybody has them. I mean, everybody. They live in the liver ducts and they prevent your bile from flowing to your small intestine. That's where SIBO coming from. And a lot of the problems in your gut, IBS. And for years, I've been taking some supplements trying to get rid of stuff. But when I started to going, not from outside, but from my body, waking up my digestion, waking up my gut, getting rid of IBS, lymphatic system, all of these massages that they use for Russian astronauts, how to rejuvenate their abdominal organs, everything that I'm using right now. Okay. When I start doing these liver flashes, not the harsh things like olive oil, a ton of olive oil, and it's all wrong, but I'm not gonna concentrate on this right now. But then I saw what comes out of me, and before I experiment with every supplement, with a lot of protocols I do on my clients, and they didn't move the needle. So now I completely do it different way, and now I get into the root causes, real root causes. And with the vitamin D, the problem is there is a storage vitamin D, 25 hydroxy that they measure, and there is 125 hydroxy. This is the one the body uses to cool down that inflammation, and it always come hand in hand. It's like a fire and low vitamin D. So vitamin D, low vitamin D are the flies, and the inflammation is the garbage. The vitamin D is there 125 because immune system, the sun activates the immune system, uses it to cool down that inflammation, to fight parasites, to help your endocrine function, help your hormones. And when there is chronic inflammation, this 125D is very elevated. And when it's elevated, this is the active form, it uses the storage 25D. So it's elevated 125D. I hope you're following me. It's elevated in your blood because your immune system fighting this inflammation, the stagnancy, the acidity. There is no blood flow in your tummy, and it starts activating your immune system. And it uses the storage. And when you go to doctor, there's empty storage because your body actively using it, and they're pushing more 25D on it, and there is more problems concentrated with that. And we don't need more vitamin D because, again, this supplement form, it's pretty useless. That's why they're pushing so much in it. But when they're pushing this vitamin D, when you have an infection, a lot of times infection, parasitic, bacterial, and again, if you don't think you have it, you're mistaken. You do have it. If you have any problems with your hormones, you have problems in your gut, because all of these toxins that got spilled in your ovaries, so the ovaries can't work. But you can go to my YouTube video and watch different stuff, different videos about all of this. I want to concentrate on vitamin D so you would understand all the lies they told you about your hormones in your gut. Or not the lies, it's just misunderstanding. Fine. So, and they measure this, but this is storage. This is not the active one. And the more you inflame, the more elevated 125 active gonna be, and the lower your vitamin D going to be. Also, vitamin D helps us absorb calcium, and a lot of times nowadays we have epidemic of calcification. So your cell membranes getting very calcified, lots of calcium, and hormones can get in, and cells poop can't get out. So cells basically swimming in their own toxins and sludge. They can't make energy for you. Your organs don't work anymore. Your thyroid doesn't work, no energy. Your ovaries doesn't work, no energy. Lots of inflammation, right? The problem with this, your body sees that more membrane, more organs getting calcified, so it stops you from producing the vitamin D, because there is like beautiful pattern, your body doing it on purpose. It's lowering that vitamin D so your body wouldn't get calcified. So it's like train moving really fast and gonna hit the wall, and your body preventing it. Okay, so anybody with IBS, endometriosis, liver issues, any kind of inflammation, fibroids, ovaries, inflammation, stagnancy, acidity, infection, they're going to have vitamin D, because immune system is fighting. Immune system using the active form, that the storage get lower, and they measure it. And of course, you know, the people who live, who swallow this vitamin D, they still low on vitamin D. The people who under the sun all day long, they still have low vitamin D. Why? Because there's calcification, infection, inflammation, and your vitamin D gonna go down. So if you have any of these conditions, IBS, inflammation, endometriosis, ovary cysts, any hormone problems, you're going to have low vitamin D. And don't stress vitamin D. Don't even pay attention to this. Your main thing is to wake up your body ability to detox, both liver detox phases. When we take the poop out of your cells, and your body have the good blood flow, have vitamins and minerals. So magnesium deficiency is one of the keys in the low vitamin D also, because vitamin D need to bind to protein, right? And it needs magnesium. So basically protein is like a nanny for the kid, and it tells the kid where to go. And for nanny to be active and go to job, she needs to get paid. So magnesium is a currency. That's kind of an analogy. So without magnesium, there is no binding to protein that tells vitamin D what to do and where to go. So if you have calcification and magnesium deficiency, and magnesium deficiency always comes with calcium going crazy and not going to your bones and your teeth, it's going to your ovaries, your thyroid, making it not workable. And so calcium, magnesium, problems with vitamin D. So when we normalize your minerals, I call it in my work together with my clients, I call it Lamborghini engine, because when we normalize the minerals, you're getting, instead of like giving, you want your car go fast, and instead of giving it car wash, we go to the engine, we change spark plugs, and minerals are spark plugs, right? You want your fancy car Lamborghini go fast, you don't do the car wash, you don't do the hormones, you don't take care of vitamin D, you go in there and you get to the root causes, the minerals, the magnesium, potassium, iodine, copper. Without copper, no energy in the cells. And everybody is so freaking out because of the copper toxicity. There is no copper toxicity there. There is bioavailable copper that's sitting there, and we can move it. And when you move that copper, you give it to the cells, boom, boom, your Lamborghini engine works again. So think about it, okay? We're not doing not doing that no more. So anybody, I can't, for some reason, I can't see my my comments. If you are here watching me, if you like what I'm talking about, and if you don't like but you're still watching me, can you please say hi? So I kind of like don't see if we have anybody here. Somehow my laptop likes to mess with me. Say hello, hello, hello. You can put the heart, or you can put hello, something. Give me some sign of that I'm talking to you and you are kind of like, yay, I got it. I kind of like what you're talking about. Oh, thank you. I even got the heart. All right. Hello, my dear. So don't, and you know, there are money behind of it, right? There are money behind the medication, their money behind the supplements, their money behind the testing, their money behind all of this hysteria they create about certain isolated vitamin, test, mineral, but we forget their body is the whole system. So that's why I use all of the whole system they used to prepare Russian astronauts to go to the space, because they had to have healthy bones, healthy nervous system, important, healthy brain, healthy nervous system, healthy blood system, healthy lymphatic system, healthy internal organs, and healthy cells. All five of these, right, I use in my in what I'm doing right now. First, we do the tree of life essentials. When we move all of these symptoms, we give them blood, we take the lymph, and lymph is taking care of all of the byproducts. When you switch your bacteria, when you switch the how your organs work, these genetic things, genetic components, they don't matter as much anymore, because you can change your genes. If your mom had endometriosis, you don't have to have it. I'm the example, okay? This is very important to understand. You can really push your detox pathways. You can have the healthy blood and cardiovascular lymphatic system. This is essential, and it all starts with your brain. If you wake up, you're fatigued. If you wake up, you don't feel that energy, like you're the kid, you know, you wake up like, oh, let's go. If you don't have this, your brain is kind of dying. Your organs are kind of dying. There is adhesions, no blood flow. There is too much toxins, too much poop. Poop, I said the cell poop, right? Just to make it fast, like the things that cell uses, like yum, yum, yum. And it's taking out, we need to take it out of the cell. So magnesium deficiency, right? We stopped on that. And I'm going rather fast because I have to go pick up my kids soon, but I hope you're kind of like staying with me here. So first of all, low vitamin D, hormones, gut health, inflammation, no energy. Then of course, Lamborghini engine. Remember this, we do need those minerals. We do need essential minerals. How many of my clients, they are so extremely iodine deficient? And of course, magnesium. Magnesium, if you don't have magnesium, you're going to have low vitamin D. Another thing is 25-hydroxy vitamin D research is based on correlation, not causation. So let's stop visioning our body as a machine with the different parts that we can tune up in here, it's gonna work. No, your body is, we have to get physical with it. This is the time. That's why a lot of people have health problems, because they think they can swallow the pill or swallow the supplement, and but they don't see the results, because nowadays Earth going to totally new time, totally new direction, where your body is the god, goddess, the king. So only by getting physical, only by doing the work that is pleasurable, but where you paying attention to your body, when you getting all of these stored stress, emotions, sludge stuff, bacteria, parasites, all of this, when it leaves your body, when you give it that approach, when you look at it as the whole system, your vitamins and minerals can get into place. We designed to extract minerals and vitamins even from a little bit of food, like we did in our childhood, because we had this iron steel digestion. And nowadays, of course, kids are not born with this iron steel digestion because a lot of things they get from mom. So generation to generation gets a little bit weaker. But we right now live in an amazing time when we can change it. But you have to have a system, and you have to understand that a lot of lies there are born, a lot of lies, and you have to understand where is that just the marketing approach. And let me tell you, not everything in a doctor's office, in the internet, Instagram, online is truth, especially when it comes to supplements, especially when it comes to new diet trends and stuff like this. We don't need any diet. We can totally thrive on a yo-yo diet, eat today, not eat today. It's all totally fine. Of course, when you have the healthy body, healthy digestion. Okay, another thing is number 4, excess iron can cause vitamin D to shut down due to improper regulation of the iron recycling system. What I mean by that is when you have unhealthy liver, when you don't have enough retinol, this is vitamin A, in your body, and retinol help us to move copper, and copper help us to move iron. When there is a lot of iron gets stored in the system, we're feeding the parasites, we're feeding the candida, we're feeding the bacteria, and again, inflammation goes up, your body have to respond, and like I explained at the beginning, there are low reserves of vitamin D. When you supplement with vitamin D and it starts flooding the system, lots of this vitamin D, fat soluble, remember, it's not like from the sun. There's two vitamin D, different hormones. One from the sun is water soluble, one that you consume is fat soluble. When it starts getting to the system, and half can't even be absorbed because of the bile issues, vitamin D and A, retinol, they share the same receptors, so vitamin A cannot get to your body. And vitamin A doesn't get enough of light, but the thing is, if you're deficient in vitamin A, retinol, you deficient in copper, or your copper can't be moved because vitamin A in ceruloplasmin moves copper. Then copper is like the general of the army. It moves iron, the army. So your iron sits in your tissues, in your liver, in your intestines, and you go to the doctor and they diagnose anemia. Wrong, wrong, wrong. You don't have lack of iron. You have too much iron that sits in your intestine, but because of not enough vitamin A, because when you're taking D, it's all getting messed up. And vitamin D from sunshine gets sulfated by your skin, by cholesterol. And then cholesterol, it becomes water soluble, and it can go through all of these systems because our body is water, and it's fluid, it goes everywhere it needs to go, versus the vitamin D that you take from the supplement is absolutely different. It's a different form. It's not very usable form, but then when it's flooding the system, it completely messing up with vitamin A, retinol, your energy, your hormones. Body that doesn't have energy cannot regulate its hormones. Brain that doesn't have energy cannot tell endocrine system what to do. It's not telling your thyroid what to do. It's not telling your adrenals what to do. It's not telling your ovaries what to do. And of course, you have problems. You have big problems with your hormones, right? So I really want you to think about it. I really want you to think about your body as a whole system. Your body is something that it's time to connect to. It's time to give it what it needs. And of course, just send me a message if you're ready. If you're ready to go away from all the lies, misconceptions, and really, really ready to give to your body, to have the energy of 15 years old, 20 years old. If you're ready to concentrate on health instead of fighting some sort of sickness, some sort of problem, some sort of thing, you come to me, you send me a message, because it's completely new way that I created right now, and a lot of research, a lot of experimentation, a lot of things everywhere, all over, from modern high-art testing. I use all of the lab tests you can imagine. I work with the best labs in US. We do state-of-art testing, but then I look at your body as a whole, beautiful, beautiful creation of God. And I use herbal medicine. I use techniques that wake up your own body, that rejuvenate your own body. It's time to wake that sleeping beauty up. All right. Love you, ladies. Love you, gentlemen. Anybody who watched it. If you're watching replay, please say hi. All right. Talk soon. Bye-bye.